Thank you very much for the very warm welcome, and a very special thank you to L.A.V. Montes, both for his introduction, but also for what he's doing to lead Entergy, which also helps to literally lead the state of Texas. One thing he talked about a lot was the economic impact that is occurring here in Southeast Texas, as well as the economic impact that Entergy is providing for that economic growth. And that's exactly why I'm here. Listen, today is an enormous day for Entergy, but people need to understand this is an equally enormous day for the state of Texas and the future of Texas. So this is a landmark event that I and the state of Texas are so very proud to be a part of. I too want to join what Ellie did in recognizing our members here who are here from state agencies that are heavily involved, to say essential really, in projects like this. We have two of our commissioners from the Public Utilities Commission, as well as a commissioner from the Texas Commission on Environmental Equality. I want to thank them again, but also point out that, for one, they understand the imperative, in fact, the urgency of their task, because they know that the ability for Texas to grow, the ability for Texas to deliver electrical power to homes as well as to businesses is dependent in part on their ability to act swiftly, to grant the permitting process, to make the decisions that are needed to make sure that massive facilities like this are going to be built. So I just, as governor, I want to thank my appointees to the PUC and to the Texas Commission on Environmental Equality for what they do to help Texas grow fast. There's a lot that's done in the state as it concerns the expansion of power, and a lot of it is done through legislation that reaches the governor's desk. I want to thank the local state representative, Christian Manuel, as well as your future Senator Brett Leggin, for being here. Thank you all both. Let me make something very clear. Texas is the undisputed energy leader in the United States of America. Texas generates more electric power generation than any other state in America. So much so, Texas generates more than twice the amount of the second and third states combined. And there you go. With projects like this, of course, that lead is just going to continue. Texas ranks #1 for the most oil and gas production, #1 for the wind power generation, #1 for utility scale solar and battery storage. It doesn't matter what type of power exists, Texas is the national leader in providing power to our citizens and to our businesses that call Texas home. I'm here today because today we are expanding that leadership by breaking ground on these two new massive power generation stations. They will add 1,200 megawatts of power. To translate that into English, enough power to generate power for more than 300,000 homes in this area. And as Ellie pointed out, this has a multi-billion-dollar economic impact, and thousands of jobs are being added and good-paying jobs provided under the construction process and then the operation of this business. And I want you to know something else. There are people here in this room, people across the state, who may still remember what happened in Winter Storm Uri 5 years ago. What people don't know enough about is how much power the state of Texas has added in just the past 5 years. Just since Winter Storm Uri, the state of Texas has added 61,000 megawatts of power. Again, to translate that, in just the past 5 years, we've added enough power to power 12 million homes in the state of Texas. We added in the past 5 years more power than most states have in the United States of America in their entire grids. We also are working to protect the power that we already have. I've signed laws that enhance reliability and resilience of the power grid, especially during natural disasters, laws that strengthen our grid infrastructure, and laws that support long-term power generation to keep pace with economic growth. Speaking of economic growth, Entergy is a part of the massive economic growth that we have in the state of Texas. Already, Texas ranks #1 in the United States for the most new jobs, #1 for the most economic development projects, #1 for the expansion of our economy. Listen, the Texas economy, if you look at our gross domestic product, it is approaching $3 trillion a year. Put differently, there are now only 7 countries in the world with an economy larger than Texas. You got the United States, obviously, China, India, Japan, the UK, Germany, and France. And with the way things are going, among them, Texas probably is growing more rapidly than any other. And one of these days, we will soon be surpassing France. And when we do that, we'll come back here to Port Arthur and have a big French fry cook-off celebrating quite literally, the future of America depends on power generation. No state provides more power generation than the great state of Texas. And we thank Entergy for investing in our state and for powering our future. Please join me in thanking Entergy for everything it's doing for the great state of Texas.